We are back with you now on Wave Listens Live. Such an important segment now for our seniors. We are sitting down with Arcadia Senior Living, which is the premier senior living community in Louisville. So here to talk about it, two folks to introduce you to now. I have Brian Durbin, the president of Arcadia Communities. Good to have you on the show today.
Good to be here.
And we've got Emily Sansbury, director of independent living for Arcadia Louisville. Great to have you here as well.
Thanks for having us.
Brian, I'll start with you because I always love to talk about what sets a place apart as loved ones are listening today. So when it comes to Arcadia, kind of that difference that sets you guys apart from others.
Absolutely. Well, I think, first and foremost, we're a homegrown Louisville-based company. Our offices are about 10 minutes away from our new community on Blankenbaker, and certainly having the opportunity to be there and work hand in hand with our team, I think means an awful lot. And we've had the great fortune of building a terrific team out there, but being here and being local, we've been in business for 17 years. Our first community actually in our home city, so I think that has really helped us build some great consistency and really focused on building a quality program out there on our campus.
It sets a lot of people's minds at ease, I'm sure, too, knowing that you guys are right here in our own backyard. Emily, I want to talk to you because as we have loved ones listening and they're hearing some of these terms and maybe for the first time, so when we talk about independent living and personal care, kind of the big difference there.
Great question. So independent living is a worry-free lifestyle for our residents where they have their apartment, but all their meals are included, housekeeping, maintenance, transportation, so that they can focus on the things they love to do as a retiree. And then they have the option to move over to personal care should later down the road they need assistance with medications or help getting dressed. And we customize those care plans for each individual resident in personal care.
Brian, we were talking about the specific property over there across from Southeast. Was there anything about this location specifically that said to you guys, this is where we need to be?
I've been in the business for now 25 years, and I've always felt like this was a premier location for senior living. It's so convenient to Interstate 64, right across the street from Southeast Christian Church. Beautiful campus, and the fact that it has a full continuum of care, I think really set it apart for us as we were looking to find a community that was closer to home. And we've spent a great deal of time working on a revitalization of the property. The campus is gorgeous. We've all new paint, new floors. We've got a new happy hour lounge, community spaces. Really just a great setting, and one that as we continue to finish out the modernization of it, I think people are going to find not only is it a great location, but terrific value for the price you pay and the quality of the finishes. And really more and more younger people, when I say younger, I'm talking in their 60s and 70s, sure, are looking for more of a maintenance-free lifestyle. I think people have grown a little weary of taking care, removing snow and home maintenance and cutting grass. Yeah, leaves particularly right now. And I think that that we've seen a shift, and younger folks are starting to come into our communities now that just want to live more of a maintenance-free lifestyle, and I think this this offers that. And as much as the physical plant of a community is important, the people are important. This is very much a relationship business. And you want to, caring for an aging loved one is really difficult, and making those emotional decisions, seeing loved ones start to lose independence a little bit. So you want to have people that you can trust, that you can build a relationship with, that operate with integrity. And certainly having been in business for 17 years, I think we've really based so much of who we are on building credibility and building relationships with families and with loved ones and seniors. And I think that's what's led to our success as a company, and certainly anxious to get to really put our culture in place at this new community.
We talked about some of the reasons why people choose to come to Arcadia specifically, and obviously looking at the photos and the videos, you can see see why. You can see a sense of that great lifestyle that you have. And so, Emily, I wanted to talk to you for a second, because some folks, you might be at a stage of your life where you don't have a choice. You need this in your life. But for others, maybe they're choosing to give up their home for life at Arcadia. And so outside of some of the things that we discussed, I want to expand on why people are making that decision now.
I think the biggest motivation for people is the socialization aspect, because you have instant neighbors, you have we have activities 7 days a week, so they in the independent living are very involved in those activities and socializing at dinner. They have their groups that they like to sit with and their best friends. They kind of watch out for each other. And, you know, a lot of seniors became very isolated during the pandemic.
Yeah, it was a big problem.
So no one wants to go through that again. And now people are motivated to get out of their homes and start living again. We make living a little easier because we're taking care of the cooking and the cleanup and the maintenance and the yard work. And I think it just takes a lot of the stress off of the residents and their family members as well.
I think we see that type of luxury, and some retirees might think, well, is this out of reach for me? And how do you answer that? Because I know that's maybe one of the first questions you guys get.
Yes, it sure is. And we sit down with them to show them what is included in our all-inclusive pricing and what we can break it down with them, what their monthly bills are, the cost of maintenance on their home, car insurance, those sorts of things. So we sit down with each family and look at their finances with them to help, you know, see if this is something that they can afford. But it is, when you look at the bottom line and all that you get in the bottom line, it is a very affordable price for all-inclusive senior living.
Yeah, almost become a team member in their financial success in this journey as well. Okay, before we let you guys go, Brian, I want to make sure that folks can find the best way to get in touch with you guys, and kind of that first step if they're watching out there today and they say, this is exactly what I've been waiting to hear.
Absolutely. Well, they're welcome to stop by anytime. We're at 901 Blankenbaker Parkway. We're right across the street from Southeast Christian Church. They can call us. Ann Clark, terrific sales counselor, works with families all day on these challenging issues, and she's always available for a tour. She can be reached at 502-244-4244, and always happy to help explain our services and give a good idea of the value that we offer. And Emily mentioned the isolation and loneliness. Those are real issues affecting seniors these days, and this is a terrific alternative for folks that maybe are finding mom or dad are not themselves, or feeling a little alone or isolated. Depressions and anxiety are big issues among seniors, and I can't think of a better alternative than an active lifestyle like we offer.
Well, it really is a beautiful space. I want to thank both of you, Brian Durbin, Emily Sansbury, for not only being with us today and sharing this message, but the important work you do each and every day to help our seniors fight some of what you were just talking about.
Sounds great.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.